Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm here to tell you about my New Orleans art show. I was just so excited because it was my first art show outside of Maryland. And let me tell you how I got this art show. I donated some artwork to School 33, lot of art benefit. School 33 has an art program for children and adults. So I went to the lot of art and I was looking around and I saw this artwork that I just fell in love with. It was etched in black and white, and I never seen anything etched in black and white before. And guess what it was? It was a picture of the Negro League. So I'm just looking around, I'm loving everything. So I sit beside this young lady and start talking, and guess who this young lady was? She was the assistant to the artist who painted the picture that I liked of the Negro League. So I gave her my card. I said, please give this card to the artist. I would love to talk to him. And guess what, y'all? The artist called. I told him how much I loved his picture, and I told him about an art show I was having. He says, I'm going to try to make an art show. So the art show was like from 12 to 4. I said, well, I guess he couldn't make it. So my husband surprised me because somebody knocked at the door about 6:30. He says, go get it. So I went and got it, and it was the artist Morgan. He had called my husband and told him he was coming. My husband didn't tell me because he wanted to surprise me. So Morgan came in. He said, Gloria, you're a folk artist. I just love your work. He says, Gloria, I think you should send some pictures to Barrister's gallery because I think he would love your work. And this gallery is a folk art gallery. So guess what, you all? I get myself together and I'm going to send the pictures to him. I tried to send the pictures and my computer wouldn't let me send them. So I had to call my grandchildren and said, you all, I'm so excited, my computer won't let me send these 10 pictures. They said, Grandma, you trying to send all 10 pictures at one time? I said, yes. They said, no, you can't do that. You have to send 2 or 3 pictures at a time. So guess what, you all? I sent 2 or 3 pictures at a time. And guess who contacted me back? Andy from the Barrister's Gallery contacted me back. He says, Gloria, I love your artwork. And I'm having an art show January 9th to about February 6th. He says, and I would love for you to send me some pictures. Can you send me some pictures of some birds, of some flowers, of some girls and some angels? I said, sure, I can send you some pictures. He said, well, do you think you can come down for the reception in early January? This was November, you all. And I'm like, no, I don't think I can do that. So I was telling people about it, and everybody said, Gloria, why can't you go to the reception? Because I says, well, I got to try to get some money to go down there. So you know what people did, you all? The galleries, the outside galleries said, Gloria, why don't you come to our receptions and you can sell your cards for $5. Guess what? I came to the receptions, and I had about 5 or 6 between this time. And guess what I did, you all? I raised enough money, just not for me to go to New Orleans, but for my husband to go too. Thank you, everybody. Now, we had enough money to get down there on the plane. But, hotel, y'all, and I got to tell you about the plane reservations real quick. I never made plane reservations before. Took me about a week to figure it out. I said, I don't want to ask anybody. I don't want to ask anybody. Finally, I had to ask somebody. They had to help me to make plane reservations. But now I make plane reservations all the time now. So my girlfriend called. She lived in Florida. Her husband said, why don't we drive up to New Orleans? We can meet you in New Orleans, stay for 3 or 4 days, and then we'll drive you back down to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. I said, sounds like a wonderful idea. She says, we're going to rent a house on Airbnb. So they rented a house, and she showed me the house on the computer, and it was a shotgun house. A shotgun house is where everything is just on the same floor. So I said, well, me so we can split it. She said, Gloria, this is your first outside show. It's our treat. I said, well, thank you so very much. I was really excited. So we catch a plane down there and we meet her and we go to the house and we had just so much fun, you all. And I got to tell you what we did before I went to the gallery. We rode a streetcar. And my husband had been telling me about streetcars. He says, well, you were born too late. You'd never be able to ride a streetcar. Guess what? New Orleans got the old streetcars. And you know what was really fascinating about them? When you get to the end of the line, everybody get up and flip their seats over. I thought that was the neatest thing ever. So we did that. Then we went back and we cooked dinner. The next morning, we was gonna go to see my show. But before then, while she was cooking breakfast, she said, Gloria, I bet you will not be able to guess what kind of pet they have next door. I says, yes, I will. She said, what is it then? I said, a pot-bellied pig. She said, Gloria, how you do that? And I hadn't seen it. You all, I read romantic books, and in one of my romantic books, it was in the South, and they had a pot-bellied pig. She just couldn't believe it. So we go to the gallery. You all, the gallery was beautiful. We stayed in the Bywater community, so that's where the gallery was on Clark Street. I went in, and it looked so beautiful with my artwork there. It really was. See, some artwork was missing. You know why some artwork was missing? Yes, because I sold it at the reception. The reception was early January, and we went down like the end of January, like January 28th to February 4th or 5th. But that was a good time for us because we saw them getting ready for the Mardi Gras, which was beautiful too. You all, I took pictures by my artwork. I took pictures with Andy, and it was truly just a wonderful trip. And it was like a dream come true for me. It really was. And after that, okay, we're so excited. Somebody says, you know what? You here, you gotta eat some beignets. And I'm like, beignets? What beignets? They said they're French donuts. You have to eat these French donuts. So we ate them. I ate one. You all, I could eat. It was delicious, but I couldn't eat more than one. It was just wonderful. We went to this cafe where the cook been there for 40 years. So we had to go there. It reminds me of White Towers that used to be in Baltimore. It was just wonderful. You all, then we had to get in our car and our car, I consider our car because it was their car. And we drove 4 hours down to Santa Rosa Beach. That's another story. But it was like a dream come true for me. Everything. It was just wonderful. And one good thing about it, you all, when we left, Baltimore City had 30 inches of snow. 30 inches of snow, you all. By the time we got back, that 30 inches of snow was gone because we was enjoying the weather in New Orleans and Florida. You all, I like to end on my poem, My Dream, because I feel as though my dreams have come true. Even though I sometimes feel as it will never be in my sight, my dream is something I have to fight for with all my might. Even though I sometimes wonder if it will ever be real, my dream is something no one can steal. Even though I sometimes think it will never be in my reach, my dream is something I have to strive for and never let go down defeat. Even though I sometimes cry because I think my dream will die, my dream has made me feel so alive. It has given me the determination to do all the things to make it come true. My dream.